You're now watching Kraftpocalypse with your host, Anna.
Hey, let's make a card together. So today, I want to try something I've never tried before. I'm not sure that it will work out, but I'm also not too worried about it. So today I want to make a shaker card, and I've truly, honestly, have never tried a shaker card, but I want to do a winter theme, so we will just give this a shot together. So I picked out this 6x6 square card. I have my, I'm gonna use it like this. I have my die cut right here. Just a generic one that a friend sent me at some point. I believe it probably came from Amazon. So this will be my window cutout. I will put everything right here. And then I have this stamp set from Close to My Heart that says, I want to use the stamp that says Merry Days and Silent Nights. And I might use another couple of stamps out of this set. With all these, if you watch my videos a little bit, you'll notice I use Close to My Heart stamps quite a bit. That's because were given a lot of them. I think over 100 sets by a friend through a trade. So some of these sets, or maybe all of them, are retired. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know. So, but yeah. So I got this, and then I also have this stamp by Fun Stamper's Journey, which I believe is sold by Spellbinders. I think that's where I got it. And also this Buttercream ink color by Fun Stamper's Journey. And I already got this. This is one of my very few cling mounted rubber stamps I will be using. I also will be using some cardstock from Crafter's Companion. This has a wood pattern on it. I've got some heavy duty acetate. And then I want to try to, because it's going to be maybe like a night scene inside the shaker card, I'm either using black or dark gray cardstock. And then for the shaker bits, since I didn't go out and plan this card beforehand, I just have to use what I have. I have this Martha Stewart glitter. It's not embossing powder because I tried it before. And this is the color Carrara Marble, which Carrara is in Italy. It's very expensive marble. And this is actually, for the Carrara Marble, this is actually too light because this, if you see a true Carrara Marble slab, it has a little bit of gray in it. And then this is Distressed Stickles by Ranger and Tim Holtz. I guess you're supposed to adhere that. Whoa. But we will see what happens if we put it in a shaker card. So yeah, as I said, I've never tried this before. I kind of know how to do it, but at the same time, I really have no idea. So let's give it a go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to place my die cut on this 6x6 piece of cardstock. And I do not want to have it centered. I want to have it up because I want to have a little bit of space on the bottom to put a stamp. So what I'll do, I will have to find my ruler, which I don't know where it is. Which is not necessarily a good thing when you want to make a card, when you don't know where your ruler is. But I guess we will just eyeball this. There we go. This looks pretty good to me. And then I do know where my washi tape is. And then I do need to cut the window also out of the other cardstock I'm going to be using. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? I like to, so this might not work out at all. And Some of you avid crafters might be sitting there thinking, what is she doing? How can she even think this is gonna work? But I usually like to figure stuff out myself. And if it's all backwards and it works out and I enjoy the process, I really don't care if that's the way that you're supposed to do it or not. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll run this through my die cutting machine. Once, and then one time on the way back. I'm just using my regular Sizzix sandwich here. Nothing too fancy. And to cut through. So now I gotta carefully peel the washi tape off. There we go. Okay, as you can see, our card base now has a hole, which that's what we want. And then I can get this die cut to release. I have this wonderful die cut I can use for something else. Okay, so now I need to cut this piece of paper. This is gonna be, I don't want the card to be white, so I want to be able to put a little bit more texture. So I will need to cut this to 6 by 6 first. Don't lose your die cut in the process. So we'll go here and cut this to 6 by 6. This should cover the entire thing. And yes, it does. Oh, let me go ahead and cut it to 5.5 so we have a little bit of a edge on the side. Okay, this is 6. Okay, 5.5 by 5.5. Let's see. Okay, good. Move our scraps. Move this to the side and down here. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll put this on the inside and I'll kind of line it up to where I want it to be and just lightly. And I do have low tack tape as well that works fine for that, but I don't want it to. Okay, I'm thinking that I can, now that this die cut is already cut out, I can, yeah, this will work. And this time I'll actually use the low tack tape to tape down the die cut. So I'm basically just using my already cut out shape to cut out the other piece of cardstock that I have just taped underneath, and then when I take it out, it's lined up perfectly with the outside. Or at least, so I assume. I've assumed many times and been very wrong, so. Especially with crafting. Every time I put a sleeve into a shirt or something like that, I assume I'm doing it right. And I might, most of the time, have to do it twice. And then I think, oh, the next time I will remember how to do it correctly, and then the next time goes around and I'll do it wrong anyway. Okay. So, let's put this down here for just a second. Okay. It did cut through our cardstock. So that's the that's a start, right? We'll take this off, and it did just rip a little bit, but it's not a problem. It's the outside. There we go. Here we have this. Now I will carefully remove. Yeah, and okay. I know not to use the low tack tape running it through the die cutting machine again. The die cutting machine puts too much pressure on the plate and it starts ripping your cardstock. Oh, lovely. Luckily, I will hopefully be able to salvage it, since it's gonna be there we go. Look at that. Do not run your low tack tape through the die cutting machine. That's what it does to your card, potentially. And I'm not pulling fast or anything here. Yeah, okay. Luckily, it's not a big deal because this covers most of it. But look how beautiful that lined up. Okay. And I actually will not... do I want to put this on now? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But yeah, this window turned out nice. Okay. I will take one of my brushes and a little bit of glue. If my glue wants to come out. That should be plenty. Yeah, this is a little, I mean, it doesn't really bother me that it ripped the cardstock underneath, but because I'm covering it up anyway. But if I would have done that and it wouldn't have been covered up, then I would have to come up with another solution. And granted, you always can go for a distressed look, and I'll probably ultimately will do something like that, but I just do not want that to... It was a not so smart choice on my part. But there's worse that could have happened. Much more happy about the fact that this actually lines up properly on where I want it to line up. So, we got an outer part, right? And it's sticking pretty good. So, my next step would be to find out which would look better. So what I want to do is let's pretend you can see the stamped image right now. This is the stamp. I think I want to have... I think if I go for black, okay, there we go. I think I want something like this. So I will cut the this black piece of cardstock. Ooh, and this stamp set has a nice little star. Snowflake? Star? I have a stamp set that has little snowflakes in it. I will pull it out in a second. This is the look I want to have. And then I want to use the glitter and white sprinkles, or whatever you want to call it. White glitter. I'm not a big glitter person either. I want it to almost look like snow. Okay. And I understand that I have to put the acetate right there. Obviously. Okay. I would say let's just go for it. Let's just hope that this works out as well as it looks in my mind. My mind is very imaginative and it can envision a lot of things. It truly can, but sometimes the outcome is not so great. Mainly because I probably just didn't think it through. That's my main problem. Okay. And then I also gotta cut a piece of acetate. I don't even know if my cutting machine cuts this. We're about to find out. Okay. I think it struggles a little bit, but it works. Okay, I have a 5 by funny you can't see 5 by 5 of 5.5 by 5.5 piece of acetate now as well. And I believe what I'll do to make this feasible, I will glue this down first. And I can't use Elmer's glue. I'll use original tacky glue. I think I'll have a bit better chance for it to actually adhere. It might not matter, but hey. Be careful on the top so you don't. There we go. That should be plenty of glue. And you do need to make sure that the edges are glued really well. I think I'm talking like I know what I'm doing when I truly don't. But it would make sense, especially since we're putting glitter. You don't want to send out a card and then the person opens it and they get glitter all over themselves. Although if you don't like a person, sending them glitter is like the best way of like. I'm a little mischievous. I would not send a person glitter because it's like my arch nemesis, but okay. Acetate has a rougher side. Okay. Whatever. Here we go. Okay, I got it right here. So I'm just rubbing over this with my little rag so it actually sticks. Okay, so it now has a window and it already has some glue on it. How did that happen? Oh well. Okay, so now this would be. I gotta get some Windex for this acetate. Okay, now I have to think. Let's see. Okay, I will stop thinking now and I will just give this a whirl with the stamp here. Because if you think too much, you don't get anywhere. I will just lay this in here. Line it up somehow. Could have marked this before I put the acetate down. But I gotta stamp somehow over this. Good enough, right? And yeah, this pencil mark most likely will be there after I stamp it. But you know what? It actually don't matter. I mean, it should matter, but I just want to have the illusion of a wood scene. I am pretty sure I wobbled this stamp terribly just now. No, not too bad. Let me bring it up. It's a wood scene, all right. Okay, let me pull out this other stamp set I have. Just got it recently. Where is it at? Here it is. This is called City Sidewalks, Busy Sidewalks. It's made by a company called Made It. They're from Alabama, and yeah, I only have 2 of her stamp sets. They're kind of cute. Yeah. Okay, I have a grouping of the 6 little stars, 6 little snowflakes that I will just put all over the place without really worrying about it. There we go. Good enough, I think. Okay. Oh, there's this god-awful tacky tape. Okay. That's not too bad. I probably gotta stamp a couple more little snowflakes over here, just because. Meh, that's good. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'd have already overdone it. Okay. I think that's actually looking really nice. Okay, so now my next order of business is I have to get the glitter in there, and then make sure that this is somewhat lined up. Okay. Oh boy, I'm nervous about this step. I truly am. What I will do, I will put some of this tacky glue all over the place. Okay, and I will take my brush again to move it around. Let me move this down a little bit. There we go. Because you want a tight seal with these shaker cards, right? As I said, you don't want to have the glitter all over the place. Don't want to get any glue on the window, because what I'll do is, you will see in a minute, I'm being very thorough. usually I just take my double-sided photo adhesive and just glue the card together. Can't do that here. Cannot. Okay. Okay. There we go. I very carefully will put some of this Carrara marble in here. Right in the middle. Try to anyway. And also some of this Tim Holtz Distress Stickles. Whatever. They're a little more glittery than the... And this might also be too much. Don't ask me how much I added. I just kind of eyeballed this. I eyeballed this entire card so far. So, well, no, not entirely, but okay. I don't have very many shots at this. Line the bottom up. Line the top up. And then press down everywhere. And give it a very good press without moving the... Hope that you're not moving the glitter around. Okay. And now, because I can't move it around, I can't turn it around, I will take a little break. And I will come back once this glue is dried. Okay, so I took a little break and I let this glue dry, and it actually dried really well, and I didn't pick the card up since I left. So now comes the big... Okay. Okay. This glitter sticks a little more, and I probably added a little too much. Okay, I definitely added too much. But when you shake it, it does put snow all over the picture. It's not too bad. I guess I should have been a little less... Probably should have done a little less glitter. But... And I wonder if I should have done a little bit of a cornstarch testing in the inside so the acetate is not as... Well... I mean, it kind of works. It does. It's just a little bit like a whiteout in there. Okay. Let's continue and finish this card. So now we need a sentiment on the outside. And I think what I'll do is I will use... Should I just use the back side of this? I will just go ahead and use... I don't do that very often, that I stamp directly onto pattern cardstock. But that's what we will do today. And... Gotta take these little guys off. And we do have... I will go with black. I go with VersaFine, my regular VersaFine. You will see me using the VersaFine ink probably the most if you watch consistently. Merry Days and Silent Nights. I'm hoping I don't wobble this one. No, I don't think I did. Here we go. I believe that's a very chic look for that card. It has so much going on in that window. We're about to find out if there's anything that happened on the inside. It seemed to have sealed very well. Where did I put my stamp? Oh, there it is. Maybe I should do... I will do this. Love, good cheer, and a joyous new year. Right here. And then I will do the tree line as well. Okay. Let's start out with this one. Ooh, it barely fit on there. Nope, we're gonna go with black. Well, that's not ideal. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now it would be beneficial if I would have a Misty. But I do not. Okay. What do? I can mask over. Just if I don't want to restamp. And I'm telling you now, this is not going to turn out, this stamp is not going to turn out perfect. I am just putting this low-tech tape over it. You could tape some cardstock over it to mask it. But, oh, there it is, this beginning. But the low-tech tape was a little bit more handy, a little faster. Okay, but this first part tapes off. Okay. I'm just adding tape all around. Ooh. Okay. Never mind. Just realized that that doesn't work because I still will. Now you see sometimes my brain just has little arrows like that. Okay, let's get all this off. Now I actually have to use washi tape. You know what? I will carefully try. Okay, I mostly inked up the love and good cheer. I will try to line this up as closely as possible. And then I'm only pressing where the love is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The love is still not perfect, but I could be sarcastic and say that there's no such thing as perfect love anyway. Need my fine liner Sharpie for this. There we go. We just fill this in. There we go. Fill the O in. Ha! Now somebody would have to look very closely too. See, I will let you look very closely so you can see. Okay. And then I will use my little stamping platform for the little tree line on the black. Gotta make sure I put this on here. Somewhat straight. There we go. Here we go. And I want this mostly on the black. Rubbing over it. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, wonderful. Here we go. Okay. Here we got our shaker card. That's the outside. And then here we have the inside. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.
Thank you for watching Kraftpocalypse with Anna. Please continue to craft and keep your crafts crafty, you crafty crafter. Until next time, crafty craft.